My name is Giulia. I'm 21 years old. I come from Italy, a small town near Rome. I lived with my parents. Our home was quiet, warm. I had a garden outside, with lemon trees and flowers. Every morning I made coffee. Strong, dark Italian coffee. My mother baked fresh bread. We always ate together. But I had a dream. To live in the USA. To learn English well. To see a bigger world. One day, I saw it. A language school in Texas. It had housing for students and good reviews online. My parents were nervous. "You're so far from home," my mom said with tears. "But we believe in you." I packed one small suitcase. Just clothes, photos, and hope. I hugged my father tightly. He whispered, "Be brave, Giulia." At the airport, I cried, but I smiled through it. "I'm ready," I told myself. It was time to go. The plane landed in Texas. The sun was big, bright. I looked out the window. Everything felt new and wide. At the airport, I waited. A woman held a sign. It said, "Welcome, Giulia." She smiled and waved gently. Her name was Lisa. She worked at the school. She drove me to campus. We talked a little bit. I was nervous and shy. My English was very basic, but Lisa spoke slowly, kindly. That helped me feel safe. The school had many flags and trees around every building. Students walked with big backpacks. Some smiled and said, "Hi." My room was small, quiet. It had one bed, desk. I unpacked my suitcase slowly and put photos on walls. Later, I joined orientation. Other students were also new, from Mexico, Korea, Egypt, Brazil. We all looked a bit lost. The teacher gave us paper. "Write your name and country." Then she said, "You're brave. You left home to grow." That night, I walked outside. The sky was dark, peaceful. I missed my family deeply, but I also felt proud. The next morning felt fresh. I woke up very early. I brushed my hair slowly and wore my favorite shirt. I walked to my class. The school was quiet still. A soft breeze touched me. I felt both nervous, excited. The classroom was warm, bright. A woman stood near the board. "Good morning," she said kindly. "My name is Ms. Carter." She pointed to her chest, then to all of us. "Now, your turn," she smiled. We said our names one by one. "Giulia, from Italy," I said. My voice was soft, shaking. She smiled at me gently. "Welcome, Giulia," she said slowly. There were 10 students total, all from different countries, cultures. Some were shy, like me. Some already spoke a little. Ms. Carter gave us cards. Each card had one word. "Say it, then use it," she said with a calm voice. My word was window. I stood and said it. "This is a window." Everyone clapped. I smiled big. At break, a girl spoke. She was from South Korea. "Your accent is pretty," she said. I laughed and said, "Thanks." That class changed something inside. I didn't feel lost anymore. I felt like I belonged, even with simple, slow words. After class, I walked home. The air felt soft, warm. Trees moved gently in silence. My head was full. English. At home, I made tea. I took my small notebook and wrote new words down slowly. Window, chair, hello, smile. Happy. I wanted to learn more. So I watched TV carefully. One word stood out. Kind. I wrote it down fast. I opened my phone, searched. Kind. Someone who is nice. I whispered the word aloud. Kind, kind. Be kind. Next day, I saw Tom. He lived across the street. He smiled and said, Hi. I smiled back, then froze. Should I say hi back? Should I say good morning? What if I sound wrong? But I didn't stop. Hello, Tom, I said nervously. He laughed and waved back. That moment felt like sunshine. Just one word, connection. Later, I went shopping. A woman at the store said, How are you today, dear? I paused, then answered, Happy. Her eyes lit up. That's nice to hear, she said. I smiled the whole way home. Words were small, but powerful. That night, I whispered alone. I'm learning little by little, and this new world feels mine. English wasn't scary anymore. It was Saturday morning. I went to a cafe. Small place, white chairs, quiet music. I ordered tea and sat. A girl sat near me. She had curly red hair, a soft green sweater, freckles. She smiled. I smiled back. Hi, I'm Lily, she said. Her voice was warm, kind. I like your earrings, she added. I felt shy, but happy. Thanks, I said, almost whispering. I'm Giulia. I'm from Italy. She leaned forward, eyes bright. That's amazing. I love Italy. She asked about my city. I told her about Rome, the sun, the food, the people. I spoke slowly, carefully. She listened. We talked for 20 minutes. Then we walked down the street. She showed me a bookstore, then a small art gallery. I loved her energy. She spoke with joy, patience, and she didn't laugh at me. That made me feel brave. I'm learning English, I said. You're doing great, she smiled. Just keep talking. That's the secret. Her words stayed in my heart. We took a picture together. I saved it on my phone. A new memory, a new friend. I wasn't alone anymore. When I got home, I cried. But it wasn't sadness. It was joy. I whispered, Thank you, Lily. Today, I felt truly seen. One day, I went shopping. I needed shampoo and bread. The store was big, loud. People moved fast with carts. I found shampoo and bananas. I stood in the wrong line. A man said, This is self-checkout. I didn't understand at first. He repeated, pointing to a screen. I felt my face turn red. People waited behind me, staring. I wanted to disappear. Then I saw Lily. She waved and walked over. "Need help?" she asked sweetly. "Yes." "I don't understand this." She smiled and showed me. "Scan here. Press this button." "It's like magic," I said. We laughed together, tension gone. "You're doing great," Lily said. "Even native speakers get confused." Her words were like sunshine. They warmed my nervous heart. I paid, said thank you. I walked outside with her. The air felt cool, light. "I hate feeling dumb," I said. "You're not dumb," she replied. "You're learning something hard, brave." I nodded, holding back tears. "I just want to belong." "You do," she whispered gently. "You're here. You try. That's enough." That day, I learned something big. Mistakes don't mean I'm failing. That night, I wrote in my journal, "Today I made a mistake, but I also made progress. I am learning. I am growing." I woke up early. The room was quiet. It was my birthday, but something felt different. No hugs, no cake, no smell of pasta, no birthday flowers today, just my silent room. I looked at photos. My mom, my dad, all smiling last year. I missed them deeply. At school, Lily smiled. "Happy birthday, Giulia," she said. She gave me cupcake with one pink candle. "Make a wish," she said. I closed my eyes. I wished for peace. Then I smiled small. Our teacher clapped gently. She gave me sticker. "Now you're Texan too." I laughed a little. That night, I called home. My mom saw me. She started to cry. "Ti amo, Giulia," she whispered. "I miss you too, but I'm okay today. I had small cake with a good friend." It wasn't like Italy, but it was special, and my heart felt warm. Even in a new home. Rain started in the morning. Dark clouds filled the sky. No sun, no light. Just cold, gray rain. I forgot my umbrella. My shoes got all wet. My jacket wasn't enough. I felt cold inside. Walking to school alone. My socks made funny sounds. Squish, squish with each step. It made me smile. Then a car passed. Splash! Water hit me. My jeans were soaked. I wanted to cry. Lily saw me coming. "Oh no, you're wet." She gave me towel and her extra jacket. "Texas rain is tricky," she said with a smile. "Fast and strong always." I nodded and laughed. In class, we joked. Everyone told rain stories. Falling, running, slipping. Funny. We laughed all together. The rain didn't stop, but my heart felt warm. Because small kindness matters. Friends make bad days better. That night I smiled. I thought, I'm okay. Even in rainstorms, I'm not alone here. One morning, my phone rang. It was a Texas number. "Hello?" I answered, nervous. A sweet voice replied, "Hi, Giulia, it's Emma from the coffee shop." I smiled right away. "Oh, hi, Emma. I have good news. We need more help. Would you like a job?" My heart jumped fast. Really? Yes, I would. Come tomorrow, 9 a.m. Thank you so much. I couldn't stop smiling. I called Lily quickly. Guess what? I have work! She screamed. I'm so happy! We will celebrate tonight! That night, we cooked pasta, salad, and garlic bread. Like home, but different. We laughed while cooking together. I thought about everything. Texas felt scary before. Now it feels like home. Step by step, getting stronger. The next day came. I walked to work. The sun was bright. I felt very happy. Emma showed me everything. How to make coffee. How to talk nicely. How to help customers. I said, "Good morning." People smiled and answered. I took orders, smiled, and spoke simple English. At break, I sat, looked outside the window, the big Texas sky. Felt big but beautiful. I whispered to myself, I did it. I'm here. I live in Texas now, and I'm not scared. Life is still hard, but I am stronger. Every day gets better. I believe in me. What did you think about Giulia's story? What part touched you the most in her journey? Have you ever moved to a new country? Or started a new life? Tell us in the comments. If this story moved you, and if you enjoy emotional English stories like this one, please like the video, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you again very soon. Remember, life is change. Life is scary sometimes. But you are strong, and your story continues.